Hey everyone, Laura here from Better Biz Academy with all of the top tips for the freelance generation. Common question asked by virtual assistants: how can I land the job in a virtual assistant interview? Many clients who are thinking about hiring you inside their business want to have that one-on-one conversation with you, either over the phone, Skype, Zoom, or some other video conferencing software. Now, for a lot of people, this proposition is nerve-wracking. They don't know how to nail that sales call. But the truth is that many clients and contracts are closed over the phone or via a video conferencing interview. So you can actually use this to your advantage and prepare to land the job in a virtual assistant interview. So here are my top tips to nail the interview and have the client fully prepared and ready to hire you as soon as possible. First of all, practice all of the interview questions that you can. Doing a simple internet search for the types of virtual assistant interview questions that are out there will help you feel much more confident. Practicing out loud and answering the questions as if you were in the actual interview will put you at ease. You don't want to have canned answers, of course, but having some idea of what you're going to say before you do the interview will definitely make you feel more confident and less likely to stumble over your words. Some of the most common questions that interviewers will ask have to do with your past experience. A good one that I love to ask all of my virtual assistant candidates is to tell me about a time when they failed or made a mistake and how they corrected that situation. Even when prospective employers or freelance clients ask you these difficult questions, they're not often intended to trip you up. The point is just to see how you respond to difficult situations, because difficult situations can and do happen, and everyone makes mistakes. To me, as an employer or client of freelancers and virtual assistants, I want to know how the person has handled mistakes they've made in the past before, and having a really specific answer and example of when that happened makes it easy for me to understand their process for approaching problem solving. That's a skill that will come in handy time and time again as a virtual assistant. The second thing you can do to prepare for your virtual assistant interview is to research your prospective client as much as possible. Check out their website, their social media feeds. You might even want to come up with a couple of examples of how you might be able to help them based on the review that you did on your own. This information can be invaluable and helps to put you ahead of the rest of the candidates that the client might be interviewing because you took that extra step. Someone who ended up working on my team for over 2 years went that extra mile by spending 5 extra minutes making some recommendations for my website. It really showed me that she cared and was a great candidate to work one-on-one with me in a virtual assistant and online business manager role. The third way that you can prepare for a virtual assistant interview is to do a mock interview with a friend, partner, or spouse. This can help you walk through some of the common questions and give you an opportunity to get some in-person feedback so that by the time you hop on the phone or your video conferencing call, you will feel comfortable with the client. Remember, an interview is a two-way conversation, so it's not just about the prospective client asking you questions. You want to make sure that as a virtual assistant, this client is the right person for you too. That means being ready with questions to answer back. Having a couple of these questions prepared ahead of time also shows that you've done your research and that it's important to you who you talk with and that you'll be using this candidate information to decide whether or not you want to work with the company anyways. All of these tips should help you feel much more comfortable about your virtual assistant interview. Remember that your interview is your chance to highlight the amazing skills you bring to the table and to discover whether or not this is a possible fit for you two to work together. Best of luck in your VA interviews.